Forbes and Tate in the ruck contest. Tate gets it down, but only as far as Stock. Gets the first clearing kick of the third turn. Back towards 50, but taking the mark. Ricky Bigham went back and took the mark. Now switches play out to the opposite side. Half-back flank finds Corey Collins. He's got Rickett over the top if he wants to. He elects to go back inboard to Ricky Bigham. He's picked it up. Now he chips it to Rickett on half-back. Runs towards centre wing. Goes with the right foot kick long towards half forward. Nobody there though for Corio. Hood though didn't stand up. Manning did. Got it away by hand to Potter on the boundary line. 40 metres out. Chips it towards Rivet. Can't take the mark off hands. And through for one behind to Corio.
The importance of keeping your feet.
Yes, for sure.
8-6-54 Corio. Thomson 7-5-47. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard.
So Baxter in the goal square now to kick in for Thomson. Corio adopting the zone defence. It's interesting. Now a few Thomson players decide to move, but Baxter goes straight down the middle and Lowther takes the mark uncontested. That's when Vernon really needs to be there, I think. He's gone wide looking for Nankervis on centre wing. Has plenty of time. Now has Collins coming at him. Has to handball the ball away. And good work, Collins. He does well to make a contest. He might have won the footy.
Too much mucking around with it, Thomson.
Hooks it over the top there, Collins. He went to play on and really lost the advantage. So could have used the ball to better advantage for Corio then. It's out of bounds. Half forward flank, out of side. As the ball now comes in once again. Lazarick, nice tap down. Picked up there, handball over to Lee Clifford, runs into the open goal, and I think might have missed. But gee, you can't afford to miss those in a crucial game such as this. Another behind to Corio, 8-7-55. They lead Thomson 7-5-47. Lexa Wyndham second quarter scoreboard, 2 minutes gone.
Yeah, that's Lee's 15th kick, and if that had been a goal, that puts the ice on the cake, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
So Jason Stock to kick the ball back in this time for Thomson. Got Aitchison down the middle by himself, but he elects to pop it up, and that's a terrible kick. Corio with the numbers. Cornwall, though, doesn't take the mark, but he does well to shuffle it out towards Lazarick. Got it away to Tate, left it behind, though. Riley's on hands and knees. Lazarick goes back to fight hard for it against Gardner, and the umpire will ball it up.
Seems to be a bit slippery in that area there, doesn't it? Just around that...
centre half forward area, 40. Just on 50.
Yep.
And that's where the ball up will occur. Umpire Formosa throws it up. And getting it down to the side was Werner. It was okay to McNamara. Got slung as he got the kick away. And in the act of kicking, it will come back to him. So Ashley McNamara will have the ball 50 metres out from goal.
Bit stiff. Rivet took the mark.
I thought a bit unfortunate there.
It's too far for him, I think. Doesn't get within his range.
Manning tried to run past to get the handball, but they worked that one out, Thomson. So Ashley McNamara will have a set shot 50 metres out.
There's Cornwall in the middle there.
He comes in now, gives it everything he's got, and it's not bad. Rivet and off hands through for another behind through the Devils. They go to, is that 8-8?
Yep.
8-8-56 Corio. They lead Thomson 7-5-47. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 4 minutes played.
So Stock about to kick in again. Last effort wasn't so great. He's chipped it short and found Riley, back pocket, this time on the western side. Riley now tries to kick longer. The wind's holding it up. Lowther, good position from behind Clifford. Can't take the mark. Lewis tried to crash the pack. Werner does well. Picked it up and, well,
Pay the mark.
fairly ordinary mark, I'd suggest. So in the forward pocket, Chad Rivet has the football. A mark paid, I assume. Man the mark, 30 metres from the behind post. Chad Rivet on the boundary line. He's been pushed around almost to the fence now. We'll take a very good kick from there, but a goal would be very, very handy at this point. Moves inboard, hooks it around the body. I think he's hooked it too far by a fair way. So squandering opportunities at the moment. Corio, they're fourth behind for the quarter. 8-9-57. They lead Thomson 7-5-47. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
Chris Baxter with the football at fullback now. for Thomson. Lowther and Aitchison give him a lead. Roberts does also. In the end, it falls to Aitchison. He got to kick away towards the middle. Dowie to run onto it. Coming the other way, Matty King. He gets around him. Handball. They've moved the ball swiftly to half forward. Harriet, can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Dowie follows it up as well. He goes with a right foot kick. Panther. Ruck from behind. Punched away to the front. Did well. Lindsay. Now Maharis over the top of it. Loses the football. Coming through the middle. Ruck. Handball over the top towards Lindsay and Stone. Stone did pretty well. O'Connor. He can play on now.
Kick
Advantage.
the goal.
40 metres out. Laurie says kick the goal, so he does. He's done well. Dan O'Connor puts it through for his first. And Thomson get their 8th. They got 8-5-53. They trailed Corio, 8-9-57. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played.
Geez, they moved that well from the back line then, didn't they? You don't see that much, the kick in bouncing. And bounced into Aitchison's hands. He kicked it long and into the open and just opened it up for him.
Well, when Dan gets out there, he's always looking for someone to handball. I mean, it was the ideal thing was to run through the line and kick the goal. And
summed it up well.
He did it well.
So 5 minutes play for Corio, gave them 5 behinds. 1 minute gives Thomson a goal. In the middle, Tate, second effort, gets the ball down. Corio players now have trouble. Stock picks it up, kicks it out wide to the wing. Werner and O'Connor, foot race here. Ball bounces well for Werner. He shepherds for Clifford. Clifford now for Corio. Hooks it back into the corridor. Coming down the ground is Potter. Magnificent. Almost a mark. Umpire didn't pay. He paid Rivet before and didn't pay that. I can't believe that. So the ball now, pulled in underneath him by the Thomson player, and very, very fortunate, I think, Terry Nankervis. So at centre half forward for Corio. Umpire to put the ball in the air. Tate does well, hits it out wide. Cornwall picks it up. He's tackled by Dowie. Ball spills clear. Picked up by Hood. Little chip pass to half forward. Too high there for Harriet. Mark not paid to King. Play on, said the umpire. Tate along the ground. Try to be to advantage. Lowther picks it up. Tries to crash the Clifford tackle. He can't do so. Lazarus. This way had the head ripped off his shoulders. No free kick. Umpires, I've lost the whistles, I think, all of a sudden. As the ball kicked out of the pack and taken by Dan O'Connor. So the ball now wide to Stock on centre wing. Clifford on the mark as Corio player down at centre half forward. Ball over the top to Forbes, centre wing. Runs forward. Kicks it low into the bruised. Ruck attacks the football, does well. Picks it up. He's going to be tackled immediately. Ball just spills off the body over the boundary line. And will be thrown in half forward flank at the 50-metre mark for the Thomson side. Kicking to the southern end.
Laser, isn't it, in the middle?
Could be, can't see him anywhere. Lazarus. As the ball now comes down, Lindsay over to McNamara, off a step, big torpedo, over the top of Clifford and Roberts. Roberts happy, I think, to see it toward the boundary line, keeps it in. Ball, was almost, pretty ordinary tackling there by some players. Comes back to Baxter for Thomson, around the body to half forward. Harriet in good position, can't take the mark. King outnumbered by Thomson players. They're coming
Dowie free kick.
Well, they're coming down in droves, the Thomson players. McNamara there, standing the mark. As Dowie it is. 60 metres out, back into the corridor. Don't know where that's gone, but looking for Armstrong, obviously. The crumb comes to Timmy Gardner at 50. Hooks it around the body. Armstrong, can he run onto the foot? He can't.
Timmy.
Rick Bigham. He reads it well. He's had one bounce. Runs outside 50 and kicks it long. Manning's there, takes the mark against Hood. That's been a good contest since Hood come on. Oh, that's an absolutely shocking kick by Shane Manning. And turns it over now to O'Connor. O'Connor to Lowther. Lowther to Thompson's Dowie. Now they're clear. Thomson is Dowie now. Long kick to half forward. Stock comes at it. Matt King stands his ground. Terrific mark in defence for Corio. Going to say switches a play. I don't know where he's gone. Lazaric is okay again. Picked up there by Potter. He goes right across the ground to Bigham, who's run from half back. He can't reach the mark. Now he's got to contend with Timmy Gardner, who's got past him too easily. Gardner now hooks it back to O'Connor, drops the mark in the middle of the ground, has time to recover, chips it forward. Armstrong takes the mark ahead of Lazaric, and between the centre square and the 50-metre arc, centre half forward for Thomson. Armstrong now, long into the forward half, but almost a fantastic mark there by Harriet, I think it was. However, ball spills to ground. Corio under real pressure in this third quarter. As the ball, Lee Clifford does well, picks it up, but Roberts, he kept at him. kicks the ball along the ground, gained 40 metres. Potter put to the ground by Harriet. Harriet put to the ground by McNamara. It's hard and it's tough out there at the moment. It is a preliminary final. There's no second chances. Toby Lindsay gets the footy, finds Clifford on centre wing, back into the centre of the ground, running strong is Rickett, picked up by Lewis. Perhaps a handball to Rickett would have been on, but decides to kick long, straight to Shane Lowther. He backs back, can't take the mark. Copped a heavy one from his teammate. Nice little chip on there from Werner. Oh, they run pretty hard at players here as the ball at centre half forward, picked up by Riley for Thomson. Over to Baxter, and he steadies the ship with a kick out to half-back flank. Curvis takes the mark. Half-back flank for Thomson. 11 minutes gone. 8-9 plays 7-5. Corio in front.
They mean business here. Nan Curvis kicks over the top, finds Riley just inside the boundary line at half-back. Just slows the play down now for Thomson. They just regroup. He goes long towards Harriet, along the wing. Can he take the mark? Oh, in the middle, great mark. Nick Maharis takes it on centre wing. Is he called? Oh, Rickett thought he played on, so did I, but the umpire didn't, so he's taken the mark. On centre wing on the outer side. Feldman gives him a lead across the half-forward line. So does O'Connor. Not much there, though. They're looking for Panther for a long lead. He'll take a fair kick from there. He's called to play on now. He goes with a torpedo punt. And getting across there, O'Connor, I think he's nearly kicked it out of bounds on the full. It stays in, though. Cornwall blind turn. Goes the other way. Half-back flank. Back to whence it came. Getting back there. Dowie 2-on-1. Rickett. Dowie kept his feet. Did well. And picked it up. Goes back to whence it came at half-forward. But Corio with the numbers. McNamara drops the mark he should have taken. Over the top of it, Stone now. And he tries to get rid of it to O'Connor. Got his hands free. Got to get it to somebody, though. Threw it in the end. Lazarick against Armstrong. Also in there, Lindsay. Pack develops at half-forward. The umpire will come in.
Oh, boy, he has got a whistle.
And ball it up. Left half-forward flank. 8-9-57 Corio. Thomson 8-5-53. 4 points of difference. Haven't had a score in a while, but the action has been aplenty. Going from half-forward to half-forward. And the pressure's on from the ruck contest. Maharis got it down only as far as Potter, who got a clearing kick. Won't stay in the field of play for Dowie or McNamara.
I think they're all having a go.
They are, aren't they?
And we'll have a boundary throw-in.
I think you've probably got to favour Thomson at the moment. They're kicking against the Brews.
Yeah, they're having a dip. Here's changing the ruckman, is it?
Harriet.
Harriet.
From the ruck contest, Tate got it down. Lewis overrun it. Lazarick did and picked it up on centre wing. Runs free now. Right foot kick high towards Rivet on a long lead. Have to get there. The big man goes up. Can't take the mark. Ricky O'Toole off the side of the pack. Gave it away quickly. Manning on the boundary line. Has kicked. Behind.
Oh, he couldn't kick that.
2 goals, 1 his personal tally. 8-10-58 Corio. Thomson 8-5-53. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes played.
So as Harriet comes off the ground and Baxter about to kick in again. Denneman on the ground for Thomson. As Baxter now looks for options. Decides to go straight down the middle. Very, very short. Shane Stone perhaps running on the ball. Takes the mark at halfback. Kicks long toward the boundary and he's got a lead there from Shane Lau. The ball dropped on him. Didn't take the mark. Players come in strongly. Numbers with Corio. As, gee whiz, they're hard at it. And the umpires just really have lost the whistles in this quarter. They've given them a chance to get it out. McNamara, well, there's a whistle on play after the ball came out. And it's a trip paid to Ashley McNamara once again. Kicks it long now into the head of the goal square. Ricky O'Toole in front, can't take the mark. Crum comes to Lowther. He's smothered off the boot. Kick off the ground. Dropped mark there at half forward for Corio. In the middle, Forbes. Strong mark ahead of Werner. Plays on quickly now on the left foot towards half forward. Nick Maharis in front of his opponent Rickett. Numbers with Thomson out there as Timmy Gardner shrugs a tackle. Comes around, hooks it inboard. O'Connor on his own in the middle of the ground. Plays on quickly now. Kicks towards centre half forward. Players running at the footy, but Ricky Bigham reads it well. He's played well. As kicks it across the ground. Looking for Tate on his own half-back flank. Decides to kick long now towards centre half forward. Gee, I reckon he's kicked it straight to Shane Stone. Terrible kick on that occasion. But Corio didn't have numbers there, I don't think, as Shane Stone just chips it over the top to Forbes. Just backward of centre now. Forbes for Thomson. Kicks it long. Maharis in front. Almost a brilliant fingertip mark. Not paid. Ball picked up off the ground there by McNamara. Looking for his brother Ashley. He leads in the race for the footy. Can't bend down and pick it up. Decides to kick it along the ground. Good work, Dowie. McNamara does well. Eases him out of the contest. comes back by hand to Cornwall. Well, thought about handballing, now chips it by foot. Oh, good mark, Lee Clifford, very close to the boundary line, 50 metres out. Would take an exceptional kick there from Lee Clifford. 15 minutes gone, a very important stanza here for Corio. Desperately need a goal as Thomson holding them strongly in this third quarter. Clifford now moves in. It's a nice long kick, but right hand side of the big timber, I think. Only a behind, yet to get a goal in this vital third quarter, and that's their 6th behind. 8 goals, 11.59 Corio. Thomson 8-5-53. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 15.5 minutes gone.
We have to bring a third umpire in for that. Nick Maharis. I think he did. He probably, in all fairness, did drop it. But
Yeah,
gee, it was
good effort,
It was a
wasn't
good effort.
I wouldn't have walked. Baxter. From fullback now, right foot kick long, looking for, well, who's at the back there? It was Lowther, couldn't take the mark. Off hands, Roberts got the kick away towards Dowie on centre wing by himself, and he's 50 metres in the clear once he picks it up. He picks it up, he's got Gardner in the middle. He wants to go further afield though. Great lead from Denneman, out towards 50. Lindsay against him, shows a turn of speed. Denneman did well in the end. See the ball over the boundary line for a throw in 40 around from their goal. Kicking to the southern end in this third term.
Brad Roberts touch of cramp there, so is it coming in early? Because that's what they've played.
He hasn't had a lot of game time in the first 2 games though.
They've played hard this quarter.
From the
both
ruck
sides.
contest, Nick Maharis got it down. Felbin leads out. Handball, tried to get to Stock. Missed the target though through the middle. Denneman over the top of it. Rickett the other way though. Handball back towards Bigham. Little kick around the corner. Bounces fortuitously for Tate. Past Maharis, but his second effort was pretty good. Nick, he gets it back towards Felbin. Gets a Shepherd. And he's going to be under pressure now. He tries to get the footy away. He's wrapped up. Lazarick comes away with it. Now Gardner again. It's tough. It's in there. Oh, go Connor. Got his head ripped off. And we'll get the free kick.
Kick number 5 for Dan O'Connor in this quarter.
So it'll be Dan O'Connor. He's kicked to 1 goal this afternoon. He handballs it away to Feldman. Well, no, the umpire had called time off. So we'll see Forbes coming off the ground and Yates to replace him in the ruck contest. The ball will come back to Dan O'Connor. That's half-time. Al?
So, there's secretary in the Southern Hemisphere.
That's why you know the Ballerine Grand Final score. He's obviously got money on Ocean Grove.
In the wide world.
O'Connor. What, 5,000? And did it play? Hugs Dancer paid $42 for the win. Good work, Prez. Now O'Connor, right foot kick, holds up in the breeze into the goal square. Nobody's touched it yet. Ruck has. That's through for a rush behind to Thomson. So they go to 8-6-54. They trail Corio 8-11-59. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 18 minutes played.
Well, I think Corio under pressure here, Laurie. There's no doubt in my mind. The
yes, Eric.
honours for the quarter was Thomson.
Yeah, 18 minutes to go in this quarter, and they'll man up here and try and form a wall and keep it in and
So King
waste more time.
The kick in for Corio decides to come to the western side. Gee, it's a dangerous kick. No one can take the mark. At the back of the pack, Tate doing the roving. Picks it up, hooks it around the body, and just keeps it in.
Good kick.
Kick for touch. Landed a metre inside the boundary on centre wing. Nobody leading up the ground to get the kick. But a few players starting to look a bit tired, Lauren. I guess
Yes, they are, definitely.
You know, the adrenaline rush is gone now, and the body's got to come in as the ball's thrown in front of the social club. Tate tries to hit the ball out from the throw-in. Potter drops the footy. Lazarick picked it up. Over to Collins, over to Potter, does well, weaves his way through, long handball to Clifford. At 50, it's a long kick from 50 from Lee Clifford. Oh, almost a terrific mark taken there by Ribbett. Not paid, and the ball is cleared again by Thomson to centre wing. Numbers with Corio, but O'Connor does well. Collins just taps it forward. Tim Gardner's come out to assist. Now, players are slipping over. There's finally picked up by Riley of Thomson on half back towards half forward. Oh, Sabali Armstrong, strong chest mark. Called the play on by the umpire. Chips it in by Yates on his own. Takes the mark. Runs. And Stock does well to get rid of Lindsay. Ruck comes across to give some assistance, and between them, the ball is forced over the boundary line. 30 metres from the behind post for Thomson. Kicking in this third quarter to the southern end. And the ball moves so quickly, the boundary umpire is about 80 metres behind, but he's there now. Picks the footy up, about to throw it in. Deep in the forward pocket for Thomson. Feldman looking for a free kick from the umpire, but Maharis does well. Round the captain's goal on the left foot, doesn't kick him with the right, but he's kicked his second for the day, Nick Maharis, and the most important goal for the Thomson footy team. 9 goals, 660. Have taken the lead from Corio, 8-11-59. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes gone.
Well, we've sold the tape here, that's for sure.
Well, we're making sure you get that sale, thank you.
That was a good goal. It looked like it was always going to drop there in the front of that pack there.
Yep.
There wasn't a lot of players around it, unfortunately, and Thomson probably did the right thing then. They kept a few breaks out of the contest, and just made it sparing there, and he was able to kick a goal.
Back in the middle, Tate got it down towards Bigham. He's under pressure, got it back to Tate. Now Clifford takes the mark. Just inside the centre square. Runs go, right foot kick long towards Rivet on a long lead. Oh, slips over the crucial stage, falls to the front, comes back towards Collins, off a step around the corner. Oh, wayward again.
Gee, they're missing some not easy ones, but missing goals that they probably opportunities.
Through for one behind, so Corio go to 8-12-60. They tie the ball game up. Thomson 9-6-60. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
Half-time AFL Essendon, 11 goals, 6 Melbourne, 6 goals, 5.
Gone.
So the ball back at fullback for Thomson. Baxter chips it in short, and well, mark not taken. Cornwall put pressure on the player there. Gaillard can't pick the footy up. Gee, it's hard and tough in there. Players throwing themselves in over the bodies, over the football, and the umpires put a whistle on play. At centre half forward for Corio. 21.5 minutes gone in this vital third quarter.
It was only a matter of time before that short kick came unstuck.
Yes, it had to happen, didn't it? As they've covered up pretty well though. Thomson, Aitchison was missing, so Baxter back on the Rivet. The ball in the air comes there to Lewis, can't pick it up. Ball out wide. Gee whiz, there's don't know whether the footy gets lost. Lowther picks it up off a step toward the middle of the ground. Bigham attacks the footy for Corio, goes towards Shane Manning. He can't take the mark. Well, could have been impeded by the defence players there. Ball comes out from the big fella in Aitchison. Oh, Rivet throwing players to the ground. Footy, I don't know, where's the football? But picked up by finally.
It's like a dwarf throwing competition, wasn't it?
No football involved.
Just picked the player up, threw him over the fence.
So the ball over the boundary line, 40 metres from the behind post for Corio. Western side here at St Albans. Up high, over the top, Thomson. Lewis, straight up in the air. Play on, said the umpire. Gaillard, he can't get the footy. Well, he finally does. He breaks through the pack, has a shot from 40 metres out and missed by a fair way. So
did well then, the big fella.
Corio squandering opportunities. 7 behinds in this third quarter. 8 goals, 13-61. They lead Thomson 9-6-60. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 23 minutes gone.
So Baxter will kick the footy back in for Thomson. I think he'll give the short pass away as a bad joke. He goes towards Aitchison. He didn't give it away as a bad joke. Clifford, vision to Collins, but it doesn't sit for him. The footy, though. It's past him and running onto it. Hood, close to the boundary line. Left foot kick, out of bounds on the full. So a turnover. Chance for Corio again. So mistake there from the Thomson defence. Once we get the footy back from underneath that Commodore. They've done that now. Collins has got the football.
There's a lot of advice handed out there, isn't there?
So Corey Collins with the football, 50 out from goal. He goes with the right foot kick and just puts it up towards the 10 metre square. Pack will be there. Manning from behind. Off hands. Lewis, goal!
Well done.
Great play, Sean Lewis. Rove the pack and kicked the goal. His first of the afternoon and the one Corio needed to possibly get them going. 9-13-67. They lead Thomson 9-6-60. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes played.
It didn't really rove the pack well. She sort of flew high at the back and rode the ball down with him. And, when he hit the ground, it was in front of him.
Yep.
So great goal for Corio. Much needed as we tick very quickly now towards time on in this third quarter. Umpire Formosa back in the middle with the football. Yates against Tate. Ball goes up. Tate gets the tap down. Clifford does well again. Round the body towards half forward. Manning leads in the race for the footy. Can he get it before it gets to the boundary? He does. Hooks it around the body. And the lead there is from Ricky O'Toole. Riley attending him very closely. O'Toole, handball over to Collins. Left foot to Manning. Manning flicked the handball back to Ricky O'Toole from almost 50. Hit the post. Great try from Ricky O'Toole, only behind. And that's the 14th. 9 goals, 14-68, Corio. Lead Thomson 9-6-60. Lex to win them third quarter scoreboard.
And they kick themselves out of the game.
Could
we're
be
in front, but
kick in came from Baxter, goes to Riley, kicks towards the boundary line, Denman over his head. Hayes just on the ground, running the other way, does well, gets around him. Could be a good crucial turnover for Corio. Goes short to Cornwall, who's had a good quarter, taking the mark at half forward. Now he chips the ball towards Collins. He has to stretch. He can't do it against Dowie. His second effort was pretty good, though. In fact, it's Potter, but he loses the football. And Thomson clear the footy. Through Hood, goes towards Harriet. King fell over at the crucial stage. Harriet's handball to Nick Maharis on centre wing. Left foot kick towards half forward. Might be a turnover, though, again, unless it runs out of bounds. It does fortuitously for Thomson, because Lazarick was bearing down, as was Toby Lindsay. And it will be a boundary throw-in. In between wing and half forward on the outer side. Yates, Bigham in front. The ruck contest, got it down towards Lindsay, off a step, high kick towards centre wing. Stoke running back with a fly to the footy, took a good mark. Tate made sure he earned it, and possibly 50. He was a bit late. And they both get up smiling. Oh, yes, and the umpires paid 50, said it was a bit late. So Tate will come back on the mark towards half forward. Jason Stock with the football. So he's got it at half forward. Panther gave him half a lead. Feldman's in there. Also Nick Maharis, who gives him a lead now. Feldman gives him a lead, goes in that direction. Terrible kick. Bigham read it the better. In front, handballed it away to Matthew King, put him under pressure. Little toe poke by Harriet. King and Feldman run at it. Feldman uses the body beautifully. Kick from a step and was just missed.
Good play there.
So one behind to Troy Feldman. They go to 9-7-61. Thomson, Corio 9-14-68. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 27 minutes played.
Just a bit of strength there from Feldman, wasn't there? Just over the top of the ball, just nudge King a bit forward and
that's
the ball up.
Good coaching. Get Tatey off, give him a rest, because they're going to need him in the last quarter.
King, not too sure where to go. Goes short. That's the shot. Well, I reckon Matty King's let them down 3 times in the last 2 minutes. Fell over on the centre wing. Gave a free kick away there, and a shocking free kick inside 50, straight onto the chest off Timmy Gardner. Man on the mark, 40 metres out, 45-degree angle, out of side here at St Albans. Kicking into quite a strong breeze, but at 27.5 minutes into the third quarter, a very vital kick for the Thomson Footy Club. Gardner now moves in. Gives it everything he's got. The win holds it up. It's going to be right to the goal square. Up high, Maharis. He's taken the mark. Umpire. Well, I reckon only one bloke had fingers on the football. That was Nick Maharis, and he's still got the footy in his 2 arms, and he says to the umpire, how did I get it? So there's quite a bit going on and the goal line. So the field umpire puts the ball in the air. Well, it was hit down there by Bigham to Harriet. Handball back inboard to Gardner. Tries to get around. Has had a...
He's kicked it this time, I'll tell you.
That's the goal of the game, Timmy Gardner. An absolute blinder. Hicks his second and has given the lead back. Has he? No, he's not quite.
2 points.
Thomson 10-7-67. Corio 9-14-68. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 28.5 minutes gone.
That was just good peace of mind by Timmy, wasn't it? Just summed it up, and good umpiring too. There's a bit of a scuffle going on, so let's start the ball and get the boys' mind off the scuffle, and it was good football all round, really. An excellent goal.
Not too many blokes would you kick that, Paul. I think it's Timmy's...
Good work, Harriet. Handball 20 metres backwards into the ground.
Back to the middle, Werner on the ground, got it down to Lewis from a step, right foot tumbling punt towards half forward. Dowie pushed under the ball by O'Toole, falls towards Kane Hayes, got it towards O'Toole again, but Hood did well, got it away to Baxter, had it, lost it, needs to get away, does so at half back. Tumbling punt towards the middle, might be all right. Yates needs to get around Lewis, just does. Handball over the top, though, sets a task for Stono, did well to get it to Gardner by hand. Then a terrible kick off the boot, McNamara coming the other way, though. Stolen by Armstrong, Savali, 40 metres out, goes towards goal, and has missed.
Unreal. He doesn't miss many.
So 1 goal, 1
that was too easy.
Personal tally.
Probably could have a bounce, I think.
Thomson go to 10-8-68, and they tie the ball game up. Corio 9-14-68. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes played.
When he gets clear, he gets the goals inside. He accelerates pretty well. Well, the kick in there was from Ruck. Mark dropped that in the centre of the ground by Verner. Kicked, handball to Bigham. Players on the ground struggling a bit as Clifford now takes the mark at centre half forward. Gets around Harriet too easily. The low skimming pass. I tell you what, that might nearly go through for a goal. It's gone from nearly 60 metres out and rushed through by Riley at the last second. Another behind to Corio. 9:15:69. They lead Thomson 10-8-68. Lexa Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. 30.5 minutes gone.
So Baxter from fullback once again for Thomson.
Go long. Oh.
No, he won't. He'll go short. It's okay, fine Stone. Now he wants to go wide to Harriet. Clifford bears down, does well, gets a hand to it, and can he keep it in? Left foot kick around the corner to Rivet. Got Lewis running past. Thought about the handball, then he turns around. He should have handball because the kick was smothered, beautifully smothered too by Stone. Lewis has still got it though. Kick around the corner. Oh, it's topped off now. Harriet might be a turnover crucial towards Thomson. O'Connor's taken the mark. You can chip the ball to Dowie. He elects to go further afield though. Nick Maharis gives him a lead on centre wing. Rickett against him. Denneman's there as well. They go, oh, Nick Maharis, pay the mark! Cornwall gets the handball back the other way. Bigham off a step, goes towards Clifford again, up against Stone, should be able to take the mark at half forward, does so. Plays on quickly, turns around, 55 out, goes long towards the goal square. Who's it going to sit for in front, Manning? Does he? Oh, he didn't pay that mark either. Baxter, handball towards Aitchison, close to the boundary line. Oh, nearly left it behind. Now he picks it up, and he goes long with a right foot kick, out wide. Clifford up against Dowie, and also punched from behind by Tate, and it's out of bounds. Left half forward flank, Corio into attack. Siren for three-quarter time. Oof. And it shows Corio 9:15:69. They lead Thomson 10-8-68 by 1 point at the final change. In that quarter, they kicked 1 goal 10 Corio, and Thomson managed 3 goals 1. And it's a point the difference at the final change. The goal kickers for Corio, 2 each to Chad Rivet and Shane Manning, singles to Justin Tate, Sean Lewis, Ricky O'Toole, Scott Verner and Ashley McNamara. While for Thomson, 3 to Jason Stolk, 2 to Tim Gardner, 2 to Nick Maharis and singles to Dan O'Connor, Sabali Armstrong and Ross Panther. It's a point the difference, and one of these teams is going ahead to the grand final next Saturday afternoon. Which ones are going to be? We'll take a break and find out after that on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.